The nation's ag bankers are meeting in Kansas City with the American Bankers Association Ag Banking Conference. And joining us now is Steve Apodaca, who is the new Senior Vice President for the Center for Agriculture and Rural Banking. And Steve took the place of John Blanchfield, who we've talked to for a number of years, and did a great job. But Steve, I understand you come from an ag banking background as well.
Absolutely. Most recently, I was an ag banker in Las Cruces, New Mexico, where we grow things like chili and pistachios, pecans, cotton, and of course there's a lot of oil out there too. So great community, great part of state, and great state. Absolutely.
So you've been at this now a few months. Let's get your take on the state of the agriculture economy.
Absolutely. So there are several issues that ag bankers are concerned about. Commodity prices are down. Land values also might be affected. We're always concerned about potential rise in interest rates, although it hasn't happened yet. But for the most part, the ag economy is solid. Many of the farmers have paid down their debt over the years and have been able to maintain themselves in a good, solid position. And so if they can weather the low commodity prices for the next couple of years, I think they'll be in good shape. And in turn, that means that the bankers will be in good shape. If there is some stress in the next couple of years, then the bankers will have to be out there helping their customers.
And also another role that you do, you spend a lot of time on the Hill talking about regulation, talking about other things to not only make it smoother for agriculture producers, but of course those that are lending them the money.
That's right. And so one of the issues that occurred as a result of the crises, the financial crises, was that I think Congress took it a little too hard on the banks in terms of regulation, and so that's inhibiting the banks from being able to offer new products and services to their customers. So we're advocating for tailored regulation that would allow banks to do some more of the things that their customers want us to do. So that's very important for the ag bankers. In addition to that, we advocate for new programs through the USDA to allow us to be able to offer to all the farmers some loan programs that will help them, especially if they have tough issues coming up in the future.
All right, Steve Apodaca is joining us with the American Bankers Association. Farm income is going to be down. That means that the rural economy is going to be looking for some relief, and sometimes regulation, though, is causing some concern. That is one thing we've just talked about that you've been handling. But overall, the members, what are your members saying about how things are? We know how things, can't play out, especially in the Corn Belt, but we've got the possibility of El Nino and some other things maybe bringing some relief. So I guess, general overall, how are your members reacting to what's going on?
Well, most of the banks are preparing themselves for two eventualities. Primarily, if farm income is down, how can they best serve their customers to help them to weather that? So our business is cyclical and farming is cyclical. So the smart operators, the smart farmers, are the ones that are preparing themselves for the lean times. And if they're in contact with their bankers, working with their bankers, making sure that they do everything necessary to protect themselves, that they will be fine. And that's the duty really of a banker, is to be an advisor to their customers. As far as different parts of the country, there are concerns, for example, in California about the drought. So bankers are saying, can I lend to someone who may have a shortage of water, may not be able to plant a crop? So how do you prepare for that? And that's where we're advocating for new programs legislatively that would allow water to be distributed more evenly in the drought areas. You have issues of commodity prices, and crop insurance plays a big role of that, so bankers utilize that as a tool. In addition to that, many of other parts of the country are shifting because of weather changes in the climate to different crops. So bankers have to be open that maybe they were planting corn before, but maybe a different crop would be the most viable crop going forward.
Well, it looks like your work is cut out for you. You always have something to do every morning.
Absolutely. Yes, every morning I look forward to working. Now that I'm in Washington, D.C. instead of Las Cruces, New Mexico, I'm enjoying the beauty of Virginia, and I'm looking forward to working with all my member banks and making sure that they're properly informed and that we advocate for them so that they can be fruitful and that they can serve all the farmers out there.
Steve, thanks a lot, and good to meet you.
Well, thank you very much.
Steve Apodaca, who is the Senior Vice President, Center for Agriculture and Rural Banking with the American Bankers Association, has joined us. That's the AgView from Kansas City. I'm Ken Rogers.